Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Phil Beckwith, your professional painter and decorator. Still out here. This is the series of videos. Let's call it a place in the sun. We're in the Algarve in Portugal, and I'm coming to the end of the contract stroke job, and I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown on the two Fussy Blokes rollers that I've been using. I've got a free cap. I'm going to take it off because it messes my hair up. It's on there. Yeah, I've been using the two Fussy. I've got free t-shirts as well. Look at this. We love merch. We love merch, don't we? Two Fussy Blokes t-shirt and a cap. Can't say fairer than that. As I said before, it's just like going to the painting and decorating show and you get a bag of freebies. You get some mixing sticks, don't you? And you get a free t-shirt and a load of hand wipes that you probably don't want and can openers. But right, enough said. I've been here in Portugal, and you've probably seen the previous videos where I've been talking about the paint that I've been using. And all I'm going to say to you is CIM paint, Sin City. My neck is on the line. Best paint I've ever used. Seriously, best paint I've ever used. Let's say put that down. We're talking about the rollers. Now, I've been using the two Fussy Blokes rollers. We've got the 10mm nap, which is the 3/8 snap. I'll get you one out. I'll show you what that's like. That has the green end. That's the green end, right, which is like that. And I've also been using, not so much, and I'll come on to my reasons why, I've been using the 5mm nap, which is classed as the smooth. So you've got the semi-smooth, which is the 10mm, and the smooth, which is the 5mm 1/4 inch nap. Right, you want to see what the difference is with those. Red end, green end, and you can see, I think you possibly can look at the diameter and the radius difference on those, so you can tell a difference. Now, I've been using the primer, the Sin primer, water-based products, and the Sin satin finish. Now, if you're unsure about which roller to use, and this is a little bit about what this video is, I've been applying the primer stroke undercoat using the 10mm nap. Now, I didn't wash it out. Purposely, I didn't wash it out because I didn't want to have a roller that, you know what they're like after they're washed out. I didn't get any fluff off with any tape. I've used it straight out the box and it was fine. I've not had any fallout from it, any fluffiness, nothing whatsoever. So that's a plus point. Now, the application of the paint using the 10mm, spot on. I couldn't fault it. It was lovely to apply. Now, I know the bigger the nap, the length of the fabric on the roller, let's call it the nap, the more chance you're going to get of a bit of an orange peel finish. Now, we know that because it's like painting your walls at home. A sheepskin roller is beautiful because it holds a lot of paint, but it can give you that little bit of a sheepskinny texture, orange peel. Now with these, there's talk that these give you a spray-like finish. And I have to say, being a painter and decorator that does do spraying, the finish that I've had with these is the nearest thing that I've seen to a spray finish. If you go back years and years, and no, I'm not on about the pop group, you would possibly have a very short selection of rollers to pick from. And they used to give a proper orange peel, and you used to have a texture with the foam and the sponge and everything like that. These I was really impressed with. Now, I've done on this job lots of doors. I think I've got the certificate to say I'm qualified to discuss about rollers and painting doors. I've had 20 doors and 20 door frames to do. So that's 40 door sides, 3 coats. So 40 door sides times 3, 4 3s are 12, 120 door sides I've done. coating up with a roller. Now, I did the primer undercoat, which is the Aqua primer, with the 10mm. Was really happy with the way it applied the paint. It put enough on, and when it dried out, because this paint's so good, the flow of the paint, there was only a slight orange peel. And when it had dried, I use the term blind man on a galloping horse. You wouldn't have known. So I was toying with the idea of going for the 5mm nap for the finish. And I thought, no, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. So I was stuck with actually a 10mm nap. And the doors inside are perfect. I'm very happy with it. Come to the frames, which were flat frames, flat frames, no moulded architraves. All I'd got is the cutting in, and then the flat of the actual face of the door frame and the casement I could roll. So when it came to actually doing the actual door frames, I used the 10mm nap for the first coat. Then I dropped onto a 5mm nap, which I've lost it. My 5mm nap for that second coat to put the satin on. I've got a negative. When you're doing lots of door frames all on one job, and we're not on about doing a door frame and then coming back to it later on in that day. I'm on about I've done 20 doors, 20 door frames, and I've used it a lot. The actual, I've got one here washed out. The nap goes a little bit flat. And when you're doing a lot of painting, you want something that holds paint so you can keep going. I found that this 5mm nap wasn't holding enough paint throughout the day to keep me, I'm going to say, on a roll. It's probably the wrong way of putting it. What I'm trying to say is, if you were just doing a windowsill or one door on one frame on a job because all you're doing is a room, you'd be quite happy with that. But I'd got a lot of door frames to be doing all in one day, and I felt I needed to be putting more paint on so it wasn't running out of paint so quick, if that makes sense. So when it came to the final coat, to put the satin on of this, which is beautiful, and it flows out lovely, I went back to the 10mm nap. And I have to say, I probably saved over an hour on labour doing those 20 door frames. And you're going to say, why is that? I say, I think it's because the 10mm held more paint. I could load it and be quicker going up and down the actual casements and the flat of the moulding of the door frame. Stands to reason. So, do I use a 5mm for finish or do I use a 10mm? I was happy with the finish that the 10mm gave me. It flowed out. So long as your paint is of consistency that it will flow out nicely, stick. My personal suggestion is stick with that 10mm. You will be happy. Like me, 2 Fussy Blokes rollers, nice as well. You will be happy with the finish. Now, this front door has had 4 coats. It's had 1 primer and 3 top coats. Again, primer went on with a 10mm. And then I tried it with a 5mm. And because it's only like 1 door, because this was separate to everything else that I did, the finish on there is lovely. And you wouldn't know it's been rolled. It's no brush marks. And the 5mm was ideal. And like I said, just doing 1 door or 2 doors, that will be enough for you to get the finish you want. But doing a whole host of doors, you'll get tired of having to load that up all the time and it going that slightly bit flat. I don't know whether you know what I mean by slightly bit flat. When the nap's got too much paint on it, goes compacted and pressed down. Whereas with the 10mm, it's still kept a little bit more sponginess to it. So you could keep working it. You didn't have to squeeze the roller out to get more paint out the roller. And I would say that is what my preference is, to stick with a 10mm over a 5 if you've got lots of doors to do, and you'll be happy with the finish. To improve on that, is there any chance that if 2 Fussy Blokes are listening to me down the other side of the world, Is there any chance of having a layer of sponge on the inside of the diameter of the core, then putting that 5mm on, just so it gave you a little bit bigger diameter stroke radius of the roller? That might be a good idea. And if you saw that video that tested out the bigger bore, I'll call it a bigger bore, Nor roller sleeve, which was a mini roller, that was quite fat. That was that size. That holds more paint because the circumference is greater. Would that be better to have a roller that's got a bigger circumference like that is? That's just a thought. Just a thought. But on that note, I've been really pleased with the finish. It is like a spray finish, as near as I possibly can get. I've also cut in and used the Arrowworthy. You know, these are my tried and tested brushes that I do know work. Again, where I've had to cut in or paint something, paint an edge with, particularly some of the inner edges, with a brush. These have been a godsend because they're a soft tip. They've been really nice and complemented using the roller. So on that note, I'd actually say I've got a good combo there. But not forgetting, what else have I been using? From Screwfix, the Worcester Pelican that's got inner tray, you know, you can throw them away. I've been using those. I've had 3 of the inner liners on the go. So as I've done day by day, I've managed to keep a dry liner, you know what I mean? A paint liner that's had a couple of days to dry before I went back to it. So all in all, my combo that I've used, I've been very happy with, and I would recommend it. No sponsorship, no endorsement, no money's changed hands to make this video. I have had the freebies of t-shirt and thing, and I'll give a shout out to Connor over in Ireland for letting me try these. It's just unfortunate I've not had a few more to try, because I'd have probably changed these rollers every couple of doors and had a new one instead of making one all last. But that said, I've experimented and I've tried it, and I know what to do going forward. These are really good, and I would say to anybody, give them a go. And also, for how much they cost, the few pounds for a box, don't bother washing them out. If you know you're not coming back to using it in a short space, just bin it. And that's what I've done, bin it. The ones that I've wanted to keep, because I know that I was going to be doing another job a bit later on in the day, I have washed out and reused it because they've been all right. That's been a 10mm now, and it's been fine. Just keep on top of it. But that said, I bet you've seen some videos coming up there. I've been very happy. They are there, aren't they? They're coming up, aren't they, already? Watch these other videos, and also there's probably the link there for this series of in Portugal, working away. But I will insert some pictures throughout this video so you can see what the finish has been like. But I've been very happy. Great paint, great rollers, great finish. What more could I ask for? Just Porsche listening. I'll do you a review on a Porsche if you let me try one out. See you on the next one.